Hello folks, I'm going to provide you with a little bit of assistance on how to make those guitar chord lyric sheets so that you can proceed with your culminating activity for Guitar Week. One of the things that you need to do is find a song that has chords that you know how to play that you're going to produce and record in your group. Just a reminder that the chords we already know are we know the G, both the one finger and the full G, and we know C in the one finger and the full version. I've also shown you E minor, D, and some of you have gone on to do F, D7, and G7. Now, with those chords, you can play a lot of songs. But some of you may be a little frustrated when you go looking for the chord sheets and you start finding chords that you don't know. Well, I'm going to give you a couple of options for that, including one really kind of interesting and fun option where you can change almost any song into chords that you already know using the applications that you're going to find online. So I'm going to take you through that for a couple of different songs so that you'll be able to do that with the lyric and chord sheets you'll use for your assignment. I'm going to take you now to the Edmodo. On the Edmodo and also in your email, I've linked to some chord finder sites. So once you've decided on the song you're looking for, you're going to go to one of these chord finder sites. I kind of like this one, the Ultimate Guitar. And up here in the search box, you just type the name of the song or the artist that you're looking for. So I'm going to do the song by Of Monsters and Men called Little Talks. So I type in Little Talks and I hit return and I get a whole bunch of options for Little Talks, many different versions. What I want to do is look over here to make sure that I'm looking at chords and not tab or tab pro, because this week we're working in chords. Another day we might look at tabs, but this week we're working in chords. So I see chords, Little Talks, and I click on that. And up comes a version of the Monsters and Men song with all the chords and the lyrics. There's one little problem here, and that is that we have a lot of chords that most of you don't know yet. A minor, a lot of you don't know F yet. So what are we going to do with that? Well, using this little tool over here called transpose, we can turn this into a chord sheet that actually has the chords that you already know. Of course, the other option is that you could actually learn A minor and F. You can see that just by scrolling over them, it tells you where to put your fingers, what fingers to put on what frets. So that's one option. But if you want to go with the chords you already know, then go over here to this transpose tool and go up and down in the alphabet until you see chords that you're used to using. Usually that means it's going to begin with E minor or G. So since we're starting with an A minor, I think it's probably going to be an E minor. So I'm just going to go up with my up arrow until I see E minor at the beginning of the song. E minor. So now I've got E minor, C, G, D. Hey, I know all these chords. So now, using the chord sheet that's here and the transposition tool up here, I've got Of Monsters and Men in a key that I can play. My next step is I'm just going to copy and paste that by dragging and clicking, just like you would in any document. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to open up a Word document, paste it right in there, and you'll notice that it's kind of annoyingly all black. I'll tell you how to get rid of that. You're going to hit Control A at the same time. That selects everything. You're going to go up to this little tool, the paint bucket tool, and select No Color, and there you go. Now you've got your chord sheet with the lyrics, all with chords that you know. Let's try one more. So this time we'll go to Ultimate Guitar Finder again. But instead of searching the name of a song, Little Talks, like we did last time, this time we'll use the name of an artist. So I know some of you like Blake, so you just don't even have to type in his whole name and Blake Shelton comes up. So I click on Blake Shelton and I get tons of Blake Shelton songs. In fact, there are 4 pages of them. So I'm just going to pick one here. Once again, I'm going to make sure it's the chords that I'm looking at. And we'll pick Sure Be Cool If You Did chords. Wow, that's a weird chord. G sharp minor. F sharp. It's got a lot of strange chords. Let's see what we can do with that. Once again, you could go and learn those wacky chords, or you can see what you can do with the transposition tool. So G minor, again, if it's starting with a minor chord, we're probably going to want to use the minor chord that we know, the E minor. Back to our transposition tool. Up till we get E minor, and now let's see. E minor, D, C. We know all these chords. Great. So now we've got Blake Shelton's Sure Be Cool If You Did in chords that we can play. Copy it. Open a Word document. Paste it in. Control A to select all. Take your paint bucket, go to No Color, and there's Blake Shelton all ready to go in chords we already know how to play. Now, one little warning. When you use the transposition tool and put it into a key that isn't the original key, when you're doing your vocals, it will make you sing either higher or lower than the original version. We can solve that little problem with a tool called a capo that we'll be using next week. Hope this helps. I'm really excited by some of the songs that you are going to choose and what your recording projects are going to turn out like. Should be awesome.